Hello, and welcome to a Friday edition of Robert versus the New York Times Crossword. Yet again, this is future Robert here. Every once in a while, my mic will disconnect, and I won't notice. So this is after the fact. Anyway, today we're going to do Friday, May 12th, 23 crosswords. Here's your spoiler alert for the mini. Let's do it. Whenever I get there, let's do it. Pad Thai. This is the EU. Safe space is a haven. Similar is like. 3 vertical lines is maybe ill. This is Devil, Reek, and Dr. J. Put Trey there for a second. Pad Thai makes me kind of hungry. Hall, I don't think I would have been able to get that clue just going off the acrosses. Got June, month when dads and grads are celebrated. At my university, graduation is in May, but there are lots of graduations in June also. And Dr. J, Philadelphia 76ers legend. Shout out to Baldwin Nye, who's a Sixers fan. Anyway, now for the main event. That's the Friday Daily Grid, which is by Enrique Henestroza Anguiano today. Here's your spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The Daily Grid does require a New York Times game subscription. Alright, let's oh yeah, I'm probably saying that Friday is my favorite day after Thursday. Let's see what Enrique has in store for us. Let's whenever I can. Let's get into it. Powdered green tea, that's probably matcha. Time to focus on oneself. Recess retort could be like am so or am not or are so. Don't assume, say, that's ask. So are so, probably waver wildly. Like leaving the price tag on a gift. Seems like it'll be yo-yo here. So me day. Transfer as wine is decant. Sketching tools. Mistake fixes an eraser. This is CSA. They ruled roost, those are hens. Sketching tools are art something. One way to start a point. Leonard Bernstein's Candide e.g. I wonder if that's an operetta or something. Can't make me. Nothing else. Doesn't drink much. He sips. General Sherman. I think that's a tree. Nothing else. Is that it? I was going to say all. Stackers of plastic tubs in brief. Das ist gut, perhaps? Like Bluetooth connections are wireless. A little confab. This is a leave. A snap. Maybe it's easy. But then I want this to be less, so maybe not. Oh, I'm not sure. Appalachian Spring Hours. I guess it's EST. Can't make me. I won't. One way to start a point. Still don't see it. This probably is operetta. TSA. Stacks plastic tubs. Still don't see this though. This is idea something, right? Because daylight saving time starting in the spring. This is hair, and this is tete-a-tete. We got spin serve there like in tennis. Neckwear that's not constricting, one hopes. That's kind of clever. That's a clue for boa. A lawyer might be on retainer. Musician's mouthpiece. Not sure. Wonder if this is the Tao of Wu, but I don't see it at the moment. Computer flow like insert picture from file. Best of the best. The House of the Spirits novelist. Polite thing to call someone. Devil follower. It's all kind of tough down here. Second sight, say. I think that's ESP. This is, of course, Estee Lauder. Art pencils. I think this is Rene Girard. Idea map here. This is Oral B. Best of the best. All-time great. It's there. Still don't see this. Subsection of an orchestra. It's thinking like woodwinds or strings or brass. Blank candy, I don't know my comics. Rock band with the Album of the Year nominee, Women in Music Part 3. Air Safety Org, it's not TSA because it's already in the northeast corner, but I guess it's FAA. Kind of pit, probably thing to call someone. Name associated with simple exclamations is Occam, as in Occam's razor. I think 45 across is probably mosh, brought on is hired. Wrote some hip hop lyrics as rhymed. This is probably mosh, right? Cult sitcom set at WNYX. Not sure. This is Kai. This is NASCAR. Not forward is shy. This is ethane. Initiation ritual is an oath. So this could end in radio, probably. Pinky ring or promise ring. They hatch late in life. Some shortcuts. Not sure, but let's put radio here. Portmanteau structure built from discarded cans. Preventive measure. Direction traveled on the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge. Surely that's at least partially east, right? Maybe mostly east. They hatch late in life. Third of Sophocles' Theban plays. This, gotta figure out something in the middle here. Don't blow it. I don't see it at the moment. And then you get a little breakthrough here that maybe this could be Isabel Allende, the Chilean novelist. That's delete there, so this is cascading menu. This is just OU, this was Tau, and it was easy, and Sans, or Sans. This is clarinets. They hatch late in life. I guess that's nest eggs. This could be news radio. That sounds vaguely familiar. This is merit. Conduct. Smog is hard to see through. This could be Antigone. This is wage, like you wage war or something. They're fades, so a pyramid. That seems pretty original. This is sir or madam. I guess this makes this Edda. Big lead makes sense there. Asia Minor and devil-ish Haim. All right, kind of a fast Friday. Got sort of stuck a little bit in the middle there. I think that there were some proper nouns there. Also, there's kind of a lot of culture in this one. Like Isabel Allende, the Chilean novelist, who I remember studying for Jeopardy. But if you didn't know Isabel Allende, then, you know, anytime you have a proper noun, it's kind of tough. But just making sure here that she is in fact a Chilean novelist. They just describe her as a Chilean writer, I guess, because probably she's also written poetry and stuff like that. But House of the Spirits is a novel. And yeah. Speaking of other proper nouns in this thing, we've got news radio, which is a show that I didn't know. We've got Antigone, it's in their play. We've got Candide, the operetta. So it's sort of like wide-ranging swaths of culture, but certainly kind of a lot of cultural proper nouns here, which could make it kind of tough. On the other hand, the time was pretty much normal, maybe even slightly fast. So I guess these things are all crossed quite fairly. And clued, I thought the clue was pretty nice. Just looking at pyramid there for fun. I thought this would be woodwinds, but it's a subsection of orchestra, not section. Anyway, let's look through this thing. Is that it? It's kind of nice. Yeah. Again, operetta, Candide. It's pretty cultural. Spinster, it's a little bit of a misdirect, starting a point. Yeah, daylight saving time, of course, starts in March. So sure, spring hours are also Eastern Daylight Time. Rene Girard, that's another proper noun from culture. I like the clue on boa quite a lot. Tao of Wu, it's also kind of a proper noun from culture, but of course a different part of culture. So quite a wide-ranging puzzle. I don't know comic books at all, but we've got Edda and Haim also as pairs of proper nouns. It's always just a bit risky to have. You need to make sure everything's crossed fairly, but I think they are. Right, news radio, which is apparently a cult sitcom from the 90s, which I hadn't known about. Ran from 95 to 99, so I was in elementary school when it was running. So that probably explains why I don't know about it. But I'd have to check out an episode or two. Let me know if it's a favorite show of yours. Then I go back and look at where could you possibly watch it. And you can watch it on the Roku channel for free. So I guess it's possible to watch it these days. Yeah, Antigone, which of course I've heard of, but I couldn't have told you that it was the third of Sophocles' Theban plays. That was never gonna get there. I like the clue on nest eggs. Yeah, me day. It's kind of nice. I think me time rings more true to me, but This could be am not or are so or am to or whatever. Anytime you see these 5 or 6 letter things with playground retorts. CSA, I think, is basically always clued as farm fresh box letters these days, I guess to try to avoid Confederate States of America. But I kind of forget what it's called. Community supported agriculture there. My parents were members of a CSA, so I should have known. I won't. Yeah, the General Sherman. I knew that kind of quickly, but I know very little about it. It's kind of sequoia or redwood or something. It is in fact a sequoia, according to this website. And then it's the world's largest tree by volume, which I think is how we should measure whether a tree is big or not. I think just height. Being tall and skinny, much like in life, better to be big volume. Just a joke. But I guess whatever wide angle lens they use for this one is able to capture the whole thing in one picture, which I was kind of surprised by, given that it's, 2,000 meters tall. But yeah, it's not the largest known tree, but this one was apparently fell over in a storm or something like that. Yeah, another nice picture of the General Sherman here. I like the clue. Hair and doctor, but actually you can call someone Herr Doctor also. So we've got a little German corner here between Hair and East. Didn't know idea map, but it's very gettable. You don't blow it. It's a nice one, big lead. This is definitely a misdirect, musician's mouthpiece. It makes me think of like a trumpet mouthpiece or whatever. Got ish. Hard way to clue it as a devil suffix. Yeah, overall, the whole thing I think it's not like perfectly clean, but it's got sort of a wide-ranging, wide gamut of references, which I kind of like. And they're all crossed fairly, and so it's kind of a nice puzzle. Lively mix is what the little wordplay blog says. Anyway, time-wise, it's actually a pretty quick Friday, so even though I felt slightly stuck in the middle there, I think it's quite a fun Friday. Anyway, let's move on to the PlusWord. Here's your spoiler alert for the PlusWord. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The PlusWord is free to play. It's like British mini crossword meets Wordle. Let's do this. Neck. This is white. This is an aisle. This is please. Have a feeling of sense. Thought at the top was swamps. So this is birds in a skein. Scrag. That's sure like the scrag of your neck or whatever. This I think should probably be a P. So pilot. Yeah. Nice. Another sub 30-second PlusWord. We take those. Scrag. It's the word that I wasn't that too familiar with. And then I had never heard of a skein of geese before. I guess I've only heard of a skein of yarn. Why do we call them skeins of geese? Where does the word skein come from? So I was looking up the etymology. As I'm narrating here, I can't really read what's on the screen that well. But I think that it says that the origin is unknown. But yeah, yarn, tangled hair, and apparently wildfowl flying in a V can all be called skeins. I think that's quite interesting. But shout out to Oriana, who I believe buys kind of a lot of yarn. Yeah, nothing too British today. Just this new knowledge of skeins of geese. Last thing we do here is take a look at the mini leaderboard for tomorrow, where it's just me. And then I think I checked the secret leaderboard, where I believe we had Cape God in 28 seconds. Shout out to you, Cape God. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you tomorrow for some Saturday puzzles. See you then.